So let's start the talk. I hope you
Okay.
can all hear me, and I hope that you can all see me. Today's lecture is very personal and very special for me. We are going to talk about, especially, it almost feels like an autobiography for me. Everyone is writing, I'm talking about it. So, my journey with repertory, which is an adventure, it started a few years back. This was me about, let's say, about 20 years back. And if you see very clearly, this was my bag. Huh? My bag was almost the size of half of me. I used to be known as a person who used to bring a big haversack. It used to have all different types of books, and it used to always be very heavy. I used to be thrown out of buses and trains because the bag was so big. They used to say, "Hey, either you come or your bag comes." Huh? So this is the way I started my life because of the repertories. No, all the repertories are big. See, those were the times where softwares were not available. So they were very heavy like this. So imagine 7 or 8 books like this inside. So this is how I started. This is my college. Yeah. This is the way I was. I used to go in different, I used to meet different people. I used to go in different people's clinic, wait, stand there. Some people would remove me. Said, why you're coming here to learn homeopathy? And I would go in different people's outpatient departments, clinics, hospitals to learn. And I was very lucky. I learned a lot. And whatever I'm sharing with you is um, is whatever actually I've learned from a lot of places. So I have to thank them. This was my college. This is my college. This is the college in Mumbai. This is where all the great homeopaths from India have actually studied from, including Dr. Sankaran, including Dr. Vijaykar, Praful Vijaykar, including so many. Even Dr. George Vithulkas had come here for some at some point to learn as well. And this is the college building. And this here, this is quite recent. This looks quite beautiful now. At that time, it wasn't so beautiful. But this somewhere here, if you see here, there are some chairs here. But this is also place. This is the place where I did my first seminar also, which is I would stand in the middle, and there would be about 3 or 4 boys and girls who would want to learn repertory from me. And I would stand, and they would sit down in middle of the garden, and this is how I would start teaching repertory. So this is also quite a um, nostalgic kind of a place for me. This is where it began from. So this is my first teacher, Dr. Vijay Vaishnav, and he's thankfully also part of our course. You will get to learn from my first teacher, and believe me, he's an amazing clinician. What he did for me, he taught the entire Boric materia medica and repertory to me, step by step, not page by page, but just the idea. And I'm going to invite him to do the same for all of you. And I'm also going to share about it. So from there, of course, I met Dr. Sankaran. He used to come in our college OPDs, and I used to take hundreds of cases for him. He was a true mentor. He is a true mentor, and I learned so many things from him. The slide is very small for me to write all the names of repertories, materia medicas, and everything that I learned. True legend. Dr. Sarkar from Kolkata, another huge personality in homeopathy. Truly one of the best clinicians in the world at this moment. And I stayed with him for quite a few months, and he taught me some absolute genius things. One of his favorite repertories was Nair repertory. This is a very rare repertory which we should learn if we want to treat very complicated cases. And I'm going to share this as a part of our, and also rare remedies, how to prescribe from this repertory. I'm going to share these secrets with all of you. This is another Dr. L.M. Khan. He was a master of proving symptoms, source, materia medica pura, how to learn it and how to prescribe based on that. This is how I learned. Quite fascinating. Dr. Subhas Singh, he's now the director of the National Institute of Homeopathy in Calcutta. He actually taught me the keynotes, Dallen's keynotes. Much later in my life, they all invited me in the college to teach and in the hospital to teach. This is one of the rare photographs about 5 years back when they awarded me one of the awards. It was quite interesting for me to go there. This is another of a very important teacher for me, the Dr. Milind Rao. He's also the teacher of another of our colleague who's going to teach in our course, Dr. Mayuresh Mahajan. So he was our main teacher and he taught a lot of things about repertory to us. Yeah, I did about 6 months internship in his OPD. Truly a special teacher with a lot of warmth he used to teach. So many things I learned. And today being an introduction to the idea of, and I use the word adventure because that's what repertory was for me, truly an adventure. So this is my journey. I'm going to try to share a little bit whatever I learned.